switch it up a little bit today. Welcome to the Vapor Trail channel. I'm Tony, coming to you from my living room today. Yeah, we're gonna do something a little bit different. There haven't been that many vape products coming through, and I'm a huge geek at heart, and I love electronics. So when I got contacted on Instagram, I think it was, by SuperBox, I was like, okay, what is this? You know, I don't really do that kind of stuff on the channel, but hey, right now, don't have a lot of other stuff going on, and I love electronics, and the big hook was live sports, movies, TV, everything, all the time. And basically, for the cost of the device, you get a free subscription for life to blueVOD, which is video on demand, and I think it's BlueTV. Well, we're going to show you that in just a minute. These are pre-installed on the device, but it's an Android television box, basically. So, I mean, you could put anything that you want on here, popcorn TV, you know, whatever. So, as opposed to something like the Fire Stick that you might be able to get a jailbroken version of it, so you can put some of that stuff on there, this thing is basically just a straight up Chromebook type device, you know, in a little box that plugs into your TV. I am not getting paid to do this video, but they did send the product for free. And my family's been looking at cutting the cord for cable for a long time, just haven't really come up with a really good solution. There's so many different options out there. Well, this offers it all in one place. If you want to do your Hulu and all that stuff, you can put that on here, HBO Go, all that. You can put your apps on here. It doesn't have a lot of space. I mean, it has 16 gigabytes of memory on board, but you can expand it with memory cards and all that, and we'll get into that. The blueVOD and the BlueTV, or the Blue Live, we'll show you that in a minute. I can't remember what the names of them are. Those things are full service sometimes, and we'll get into that as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the box real quick and what's inside of it. And here's the box: Smart Media Player SuperBox 6K 3D. I don't know, I haven't seen any kind of 3D content on here. I don't really even know how to test that. Is 3D even a thing anymore? Dual band Wi-Fi, 2 gigabytes of memory, supports 6K over the air for updates and stuff. And it will also support the MPEG 4 AVC H.265 format, so not too bad. We flip it around here, we see this, and that's when I said, whoa, wait a minute, MSRP $599? Yikes. Now, it was manufactured in China, research and development in the US, apparently. Inside of the box, they do give you an HDMI cable. There's also an antenna that I'll show you here in just a second, and a power cord, and that's pretty much about what you get. And here's a screenshot from their website to show you everything that comes in the box. I don't know what I did with that manual. It's somewhere around here, but it's not much of a manual. It's more of like a quick start guide. It tells you how to plug it in and all that kind of stuff. But we've been using mobile devices and things like this for quite some time, and it's pretty easy to figure out. Of course, you can put micro USB, you can use the little USB thumb drives, or one of these things right here that you can plug in to put your other cards in there. Now, this is where I've got mine. I actually unplugged the Apple TV to plug this thing in here. And you can see there's a USB 2 and a USB 3, and of course your memory card reader. And looking at the back of it, you've got your antenna, your power cord, HDMI, there's a LAN input, and then there's a little AV output there. Now, I'll tell you, the AV output kind of sucks. I wasn't able to get very good audio out of it. It was really low and the quality wasn't great. But that was plugging it into my sound bar directly into the small jack. I kind of wish that it had RCA jacks on it so I could just plug it in that way. And the device itself is pretty simple. I mean, you know, you just plug in your power, you plug in your HDMI, you screw on this little antenna. That antenna right there, by the way, is not a TV antenna. That's an antenna for your Wi-Fi, just to make sure that it's going to get a better signal. And even then, mine is only right upstairs, almost directly above this, and it still doesn't get a great Wi-Fi signal. Hardware specifications on this: it has multi-language support, uses Android, and I believe it's 7.0 Nougat that's on it when you get it. That's what it says on the website. However, like all Android Chromebooks and all that kind of stuff, you can update it. Chipset: it has a quad-core ARM Cortex A53 processor, 2 gigabytes of flash memory. This particular one has 16 gigabytes of eMMC internal storage, and of course you can expand the memory up to 32 gigabytes. Again, USB ports: it has one 2.0 USB and one 3.0, and it's got that little AV output jack. And yes, that antenna is an external independent Wi-Fi antenna. And it says HDMI resolution Ultra HD 6K. So if you have something that's going to output 6K, apparently this can handle it. I don't have anything like that. Got a remote inside the package that's pretty darn full featured, and I still haven't gone through everything that's on here. But you can get your TV connected to this thing so you can turn your TV on and off with it, you know, like you would with your cable remote or whatever. Lots of intuitive controls on here, home button, return button. Often whenever you're in something, like if you're in one of the channels or whatever and you want to get out of it, you just hit the return button twice to get out of it. Everything is pretty easy to figure out. There's a very basic manual inside this package, and I just kind of made my way through it. Got a cursor on here if you want to do cursor and all that kind of stuff. So pretty full featured remote. And I love that on the back of this, it even says learning function instructions. So pretty cool, not bad. So it is expandable. You can plug other devices into it. Say you were on a family trip or something like that, took a bunch of photos. You could take that memory card, stick it in there, watch the photos on there, whatever. You know, I mean, think of it as a little computer that you plug onto your TV. And yes, I know that a lot of TVs are already smart TVs, but what I'm about to show you, they probably don't do. And there are a lot of options out there. I have an Apple TV right now, but Roku Ultra, that is only $99. Apple TV is $199. The Fire, you can get a stick for $50. The TV Cube is $120. And the Recast is, it's $220. And there are other boxes that are like this. Now, when I first got this, I saw the price was $5.99 on the box and was like, whoa. And I think that's what she told me, or he, when we were messaging on Instagram. And I was like, yeah, this is way too much. They do sell it for $3.99 though. You know how they'll put the markup on the box, MSRP $5.99, that kind of thing. It's $2.99. They have provided me with some codes, some coupon codes. I've got 5 coupon codes at $50 off. I have 20 coupon codes at $30 off, and then I have $20 off unlimited use for the coupon codes. I'm going to put those down in the description if you'd like to check it out. Now, when you first launch this, you're going to have to put in all of your information, just like anything. You're going to have to go through a bunch of screens to get everything set up and to get your Wi-Fi set up and all that kind of stuff. But there is no credit cards or anything to put in here unless you want to go to the Google Play Store and buy stuff, okay? So on this main screen, you've got a bunch of stuff here. Let's see, we got live TV, VOD, apps, App Store, browser, and my favorites. And you can put your favorites in there. And again, you just hit that return button on the remote, and it's going to go back, okay? I haven't really, what I did is I went in here on video on demand. Nope, that's not where I put it. I went over here on live TV because it's the biggest one. I put BlueTV and BlueVOD in here. All you have to do to add one, I'm not even an Android user and I was able to figure this out, is hit the add button and then you can add one. It'll give you a bunch of choices of stuff that you have already on here. You can add to that. So, I mean, I could put it all in here under video on demand, wherever you want to put it. My favorites. You do have a web browser in here. So you can go ahead and search the web. There is an app that you can put on your phone or tablet so that you can type and do all that kind of stuff. I have not done that. I'm going to hit the return button on the remote. We're going to go back. And of course, you've got your App Store on here. Now this App Store with the little Android on it, the one that I have highlighted now, that is their App Store. The Play Store is the Google Play Store. So you can go into the Google Play Store. And I have not signed into that yet. But you don't have to sign in on anything on the App Store. This is just all part of their stuff. So this is stuff that they have available in here on their App Store that is vetted for this box and, that type of thing. And of course, the ones with the check marks are the ones that I've installed. All right, so those are just apps, and you can search the App Store. And it says press back again to exit. So sometimes it'll give you prompts and tell you to do that. I really don't know why they have to have this ad over here on the right. It's just, I already have it. So you don't really need to advertise it to me. And of course, now they're advertising a higher configuration in here. But you can also go down here and on this, let's see, I can't remember what this is. Yeah, customer service. So it gives you QR codes to go to the customer service. Trash. So if you want to uninstall your apps, you can do that. That's what I have installed on here right now. Love History Channel. This right here is basically, it's a system report. This right here is your file system. So you can go in here and go through your file system, search for videos and pictures and music and all that kind of stuff. And then you've got your settings, and you're going to go in here to settings. It looks like basically Android settings. So you can really go in here and customize the box. Whereas with Fire TV and Roku, I think you have to use their app stores. I'm not really sure, but on here you can just go straight to the Google Play Store and put whatever you want on here. But for me, the promise of a lifetime subscription with the purchase of this box to their TV services, that was the big deal. So we're going to start off with BlueTV. This is their live television app. So it loads up. CBS Sports headquarters. So you can see it came on. It's buffering over there on the right.
Rocket Mortgage. We have a variety of programs that can accommodate your.
Now this is TV audio that I've got on here right now.
Home loan experts to guide you through the process with confidence. It's a client-focused.
I'll just turn that down a little bit. See, there we go. So it froze up again. So live TV can be a little bit spotty on here. What I'm going to do is hit the OK button, and that.
Mortgage experience.
Yeah, okay. So I have to. I'm sorry, my box is over there on the side of the TV. So see, it's stalling on me. Some channels work better than others, but you can see all these ESPN channels and. Yeah, oh boy, there's just tons and tons of stuff. I'm just going to scroll through because we're all the way down here at 400 and something. My friend was trying to find different sports stuff, but I mean, it's just, and if there's a channel that you're looking for, it's probably on here. Okay, so let's just go down here. We're still in sports. Okay, now these are different local television stations, CBS Hawaii, Honolulu. Let's just see that.
Oh, but
so channel comes on, then starts buffering. So live TV is kind of a crapshoot.
not until later tonight. For this morning, you can see it's mostly dry. Not totally
And you can
dry,
change, you can see all the directions at the bottom as to what to do.
But we're not expecting much rain. And the computer model
Quality is pretty darn good though.
Remember,
You know?
all this green represents the low.
And there we go, another pause right there. So yeah, that right there, live TV has been
level moisture, not necessarily
questionable
rain.
for
This
me.
could
And
be
I don't know,
more-
if my internet is very high speed, so, and there we go, another pause. But it should be able to handle it. I upload large videos all the time, and the Wi-Fi is pretty much right up above this setup right now. Yeah, so live TV, crapshoot. All those local channels go all the way back up here. It's a lot of channels. NBC, Universal, Univision. So pretty much any channel that you're looking for. Let's see, Showtime. This always happens, the buffering always happens when you first pull up the channel. And it gets better over time. So there we go, Showtime. And that's without having to use a Showtime Go subscription or anything like that. Movie channel, Sky TV. And then up here you got all your home shopping channel, you know, history and HBO Signature and all that stuff. So lots and lots of TV. I don't know if I were to really start using this as my only television system, if I did cut the cable, then most likely I would do something to boost this Wi-Fi in here. But like I said, it does get better over time. It just needs to buffer, I think. You can change channels just like that too. Oh, but I will tell you, there's occasionally, like I'll try to, let me see if I can get one of these to show up here. CBS, we'll go to that. A lot of stuff on here. Animal Planet. I'm just going to pick a couple of channels because there are a few of them that after I select it, it tells me, sorry, this one's not available right now. Let's look at CBS East. It tells you what show it is.
I have to say the modeling has often been off base, so we're doing our best
Okay,
with the modeling.
let's try CBS West. All right, they're both working right now. So we're going to hit this back twice. What happens sometimes is you will go to one of those channels and it'll say, sorry, this channel is not available right this minute. So yeah, it's like if that was the channel you needed to watch or whatever. But then again, you could just come over here to blueVOD and say, let me go find the show. So once you get here, you can find everything. I mean, look, movies that are just coming out, that are in Redbox right now, or whatever, they're available on here. Let's see, Bloodshot. Ba-ba, play. Look at there, we can go ahead and play that movie. That's a new movie. Takes a couple seconds to get going. There we go. Again, a little bit of buffering and stuttering in the beginning, and sometimes the quality isn't stellar in the beginning. So now I'm going to try something because we got these buttons on here that say zoom and full screen. So zoom. That really doesn't seem to do anything. Maybe that's because this movie is formatted this way, but quality looks pretty darn good here. There you go. So yeah, like I say, if there's something you didn't catch on TV or something like that, you could go in here and look for it, and most likely you'll find it. My wife loves Bold and the Beautiful, that soap opera. So just to give you an example. Okay, so when you do that, it's going to bring up the Bold and the Beautiful. I can bring this up, and look at this. So you can go all the way back to season 29, and all these episodes, maybe not 5 years ago, but yeah, I mean, let's go down here. Yeah, season 29, season 30, 31, 32, 33, and all of the episodes. So you can pull up any episode. So let's say we want to go back to season 29, and, whoops. Season 29, and we're going to pull up episode 213, and there you go. So, I mean, if she wants to watch anything on Bold and the Beautiful, she's pretty good up to, what, season 29. All right, so we'll just hit return twice again to stop playing. Go back here, and it's pretty intuitive and easy to figure out. And then with this, you've got settings in here. You can update and do parental controls and all of that. It's pretty comprehensive as far as that goes. So, I mean, for me, the way I use this is go live TV and choose one of those two things. If you have other Android apps, you can use those as well. So $299 it's quite a bit of money. Then again, if you're somebody who is just really, look, I'm just going to go ahead and cut that cable, and I don't want to have to worry about any monthly payments or anything like that. As long as this thing's working, you're set. Now, I'm unfamiliar with blueVOD and Blue Live or BlueTV or whatever that is. I don't know where the service is based out of and all that kind of stuff. But these apps are pre-installed and part of the package. So basically $299, no more Netflix, Redbox, or Hulu, or any of those other things, because you got it all. In theory, and when it's working good. So there you go. So would I buy it had they not sent me one? I don't really know, especially if I hadn't really looked into it and saw what it could do. I probably would have just dismissed it out of hand. It would definitely be something I would think about, and if I had a coupon code, that would definitely have some bearing on it as well. But anybody that knows me knows I just geek out on electronics and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I figured I would show it to you, and I have been using it. I watched Birds of Prey. It was at the Redbox, and I was like, nah, I already got that little box at home. So I went home and watched that. My wife has been watching some backlog of shows and stuff. And cable, if yours is like mine, it goes out quite a bit, at least once a month or so. And as long as you still have internet, which we have one of those Verizon jet packs around here, you can still get your TV. So for me, I'm kind of using it as a backup and as an extra entertainment thing. For you, you might just say, I'm not going to pay for TV for a year, and then we'll see where we're at, that kind of thing. So some people are going to love the idea, and some people are going to say, no way, I'll just buy my little, $30, $40 little Fire Stick or something and call it a day. But everything that I can get on all those other services, I can get on here. So definitely something to think about, and I'm very appreciative of them sending one to me to check out. It's not a bad little setup, and for me, those are the two apps I need, blueVOD and BlueTV, for this type of device. And I'm sure somewhere along the line, I'll find something else that I might want to put on here. So that's my take on it. Would I buy it at $299? I'd really have to think about it. But then again, I've spent that much on a mod or something like that. So that is the SuperBox S1 Pro, and it is, like I said, MSRP of $599. $2.99, and with the coupon codes down there. I want to thank you so much for your support here on the channel. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, always very important to a channel like mine. So if you like what you see, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, there is a red subscribe button down there. If you click that and the notification bell, you'll get notifications whenever I upload new videos. If you think you're subscribed, just take a look at the button every once in a while. If it's gray, you're still subscribed. If it's red, you're not, so I'd appreciate if you'd click it again. I have links down there for Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram. If you have one of those, I'd appreciate a follow. And as far as vaping goes, got those advocacy links down there, so please do check those links out and educate yourself so you can educate others. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.